Anyway. Let's go. Before my console shuts down in 4 minutes.
Yeah. Jesus. Okay, Hava, relax. Breathe.
Sorry, the control was all the way on the other side. It was charging. Anyways, welcome back. Last time, goddamn is hot. Today, it's still goddamn hot. Also, we'll play Ace Attorney at some point. I don't know. Where were we?
We did the first half of the pass. Well, no, I lied. We did the ball bit first.
Right.
With Vera. Then Vera fell. She faded, and now she's at the hospital.
Oh,
and now we're going.
Oh, right,
back
that is
to
a
the
thing.
past.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
forgot
And now
about
we're
that
back-
part. Honestly, even though that's.
And now we're going back to the past because Clavier noticed the symbol of the grimoire. Grimoire, pardon me. And now we're gonna figure it out right now. The whole point of this.
Why
We
we're
just
in the
did the
past?
first half.
Why did Phoenix use his badge and all that jazz?
Yeah, exactly.
Good, let's go.
Let's just record. Let's go.
Very impressive, Mr. Wright. I have to say, I expected nothing less that you voice all the characters in there. Seriously, I'm literally the only character I voice in this goddamn case for some reason. What the fuck?
We've only just begun. I was hoping you could tell me a bit more about what happened, actually.
Hold on, this is desynced.
Oh, no, all good, all good.
I did not think you would believe me if I told you. Better let you discover the truth for yourself. I was thinking of you, you know. Well,
I think we need.
thank you.
Yeah, I think we need less thinking, more talking. That night at the hospital, what really happened?
Discord, go away. Why are you up? I know I've been in... ANS, do you know we're in a call together? Sonny, why did you do
Discord,
that?
stop it.
You're just revealing that we're in a call. What the fuck? I have to turn that off eventually, I guess. I don't know how to turn that off. just to suddenly pop up. By the way, did you know you're in a call with someone? No shit!
Anyway, let's
Anywho,
keep going.
the way your eyes gleam, Mr. Wright. You're scared. You'll scare Trucy.
Speaking of which, where is she?
You have seen the program yourself, the letter.
The blackmail letter?
The blackmail
Anyway.
letter.
Yeah, the one shot in the forehead one, right?
Yes, the reason he speaks of. I will not deny my mentor's wishes, even if it meant my own death.
Why not?
This is something I will not say, for now at least.
What's this for now business?
I have done many things in my life, some well, some poorly. But this is cross we must bear alone to our graves.
We?
You wanted to know about the night of the incident?
Finally. This guy sure likes to take his time getting to the important stuff.
Of course, I had no intention in shooting my mentor. I snuck into the room that night at the appointed time. And found there upon his bedside a table of 2 pistols.
Oh, this is before the syringe was there. Okay.
Yeah, there's that, and also there was 2 pistols. 2?
Two? Two?
2? What is this, Kingdom Hearts 2? Yes, the one I had used on the stage, and the one that had been used by my partner, Valant.
Valant.
Valant. Valant.
No,
Valant?
Valant.
You're a Valant.
Oh, for the Zack and Valance quick draw thing? Oh, the magic trick. Okay.
Right. My mentor had the look of one sleeping. I stood by his side, hearing only the light sound of his breathing. Then I took the pistol into my hand. I cannot deny that my resolve faltered then, for a moment.
You faltered? You mean you thought about shooting him?
Recall there was a reason I could not refuse his request. His last such request, though not his first. Please kill me, damn it! I'm tired of living!
That's exactly it. So, there were other requests you couldn't refuse before? Blackmailing, yes.
Ah, God, well, let me adjust my glasses for a second. Ooh, I can't,
Yeah,
I
okay.
can't read with my glasses.
I was gonna say the other reason is blackmailing, right?
I mean, that is the reason why we're here. Yes. Be honest, I have not always been steadfast. Steadfast? Steadfast?
That's
Fast.
fast. No, it's fast. You got it.
And I
That's
fear I have brought pain upon Trucy.
Was Magnify coursing his disciples somehow?
And
Just
got
what was
tempered.
going on? Just what was going on in True Gramaye?
Yet in the end, I did not shoot him. Instead, I turned and shot Clown.
Well, I mean, I was kind of obvious if you think about it.
Think what I can insert a joke here.
He killed the Joker.
That's not the joke I'm thinking of, actually. I'm just thinking of foreshadowing something for something.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was thinking the Joker for a split second, to be honest.
I just
okay.
want you to remember that I am intending to foreshadow something that doesn't happen in this game. Remember that for later. I'll make a joke, maybe. We'll see.
Oh, I know one. What's the guy's name from Justice for All?
Yeah? No?
Oh my God. Mo. Yeah, I killed Mo. What?
That's right. I killed the pleasure of Mo, the clown. I hated that show. What the fuck?
I hated that guy.
He's very not funny, actually. I would shoot him himself, but I'd be arrested for that. Isn't that the reason why you're here? Well, point taken, but that's not why I'm here.
Stop mentioning that name, alright?
I took the pistol I had fired and placed it in my pocket.
In your pocket? This is not the United States, sir.
Yes, I have it right here, and for some reason he didn't took it. Now that I'm looking at the portrait there, why does he have a gun? I believe if you examine the bullet in the clown's head, you'll find it to be a different one than the one in my mentor. What would this call? Rifling marks?
No,
yeah, that
that's
one.
Insane rifling marks. That one, yes.
Yes, well, that is all I have to tell you concerning the case.
Concerning the case? You mean there's something else you could tell me?
You are a fascinating man, Mr. Wright.
Thanks?
Yes, there is something. My mentor, his eyes opened.
What? Magnify Gramaye?
The old devil. He was not asleep, you see. Of course, the gunshot would have woken him up anyway. And there we had our last discussion as mentor and pupil.
Pupil.
It was not a long discussion, maybe 5-10 minutes or so.
I'm gonna die of diabetes. That's it. What did you talk about?
Mr. Wright, did I not tell you? It does not concern this case.
Zach Gramaye. He seems pretty steadfast to me. Or maybe just stubborn.
Yeah, definitely the latter.
Mr. Wright, your presence is requested in the courtroom.
Once again, I am in your hands.
Right, let's get back in there. Oh boy.
Who's ready for more Ace Attorney?
Court is now back in session.
Oh, I'm not there yet! Okay, now you can say it.
Court is now back in session. During our recess, a bullet was found in a dugout from the clown's head. Well, this is news. And the rifle marks? There wasn't time to do a detailed analysis. It was too fast, I couldn't do it. I couldn't figure that out. So they did find the weapon type matches the mother weapon. Well, that's not very conclusive, is it? Which is why I'm about to call my very decisive witness.
Wait a minute, decisive witness? What the hell?
A decisive witness? How many times have I heard those words? Well, they often turn out to be far less decisive than you think. Don't worry about on my account. I'm quite confident this witness will do the job. Although he is intimately acquainted with the players in our little production, being the other half of True Gramaye's famous duo, Zack and Valent. Oh, it's Valent. Oh, no.
Hey, remember I said you were gonna voice another character that you voiced?
Yeah, now I know who that is. Valent Gramaye. So we get to meet the great Magnify's other disciple.
And he has no mustache!
Well, he's younger. Makes sense.
Just because...
Perhaps was...
Okay, sure.
Yeah, no, he's younger. A bit.
I was gonna say something, but then I realized, that's probably a spoiler. Anyways, moving on.
Perhaps we'll start by asking your name and occupation. Valent Gramaye. Magician. You're the yeah, I know, right? You're the decisive witness Are you? You can prove your fellow student, your partner's guilt. Fate, the grand illusion, filled with traps and tricks. Wait, the shooting took place in that hostel after 11 o'clock at night. If you're a witness, does that mean you were there that late? If one were to deduce this logically, the conclusion is yes.
Okay.
Okay. I always get the characters, don't I? I have an interesting fact.
Yes, that's what I just said. I always get the character. Yeah, you're voicing all of them too.
I have an interesting fact for you. You see, several days before the crime, my witness received this. Oh, the note. It looks very familiar. It's the note, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Wait. That's the same letter Zagrami received.
They received the same letter.
Yeah. Yes! Or perhaps I should say, ta-da! That's not very
Ta
good.
ta 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 ta.
Order! And what does it say? Sure, not the same thing. Perhaps you should see for yourself. It's the same thing, but the time is different.
Okay,
Because
so basically,
to Zach it said 11:05 p.m. For Valid, it's 11:20.
that's the wrong one. There's too
It's
many
the same
letters.
thing. It's the same thing. The only difference is the time.
Yeah, it's 15 minutes.
15 minutes of difference, yeah.
Yeah.
Why? It's practically the same. The court accepts these two evidence. Now it's the magnifying second letter, which is the same thing. The only difference is just the time. This is most unusual. Exactly what was going on with you folks? What exactly was your troop Grabaye up to?
Good question.
By which you mean, I'm just having trouble envisioning a man who would ask his students to kill him. Both of them, no less. It's just might be the air charge. But from these letters, I'd say he was coercing them, not asking them. We walked
Coercing?
the magicians. Coercing, yeah, we've heard from Zach, remember?
Right.
The word, yeah. We walked the magician's path together, and in so doing, shared much of our lives.
And as a magicians, we shoot each other every time. That's a common magician thing, don't you know?
But people so close, there is strain. A warping of relations, you might say. And this has nothing to do with the case at hand. Oh, that's what Zach said earlier.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Because they're magicians. What do you think? Which you mean you're not going to tell us. Which makes me wonder even more about this reason they couldn't refuse. Blackmail, Phoenix, get it right. Get it?
And,
Anyway.
yeah?
Well, let's get on with the testimony for starters. The defendant Zach Grabier stands accused. Tell us why. Oh, I'll do more than that. For where he walks, the red roses rise Let me read this again. For where he walks, the red roses rise singing hymns to the miracle that is magic. Fascinating. I hardly need to remind you that the evidence could just as clearly point to you as the suspect. The letter, the murder weapon, and now the two bullets found at the scene. In fact, the only difference seems to be the designated time. As every magician knows, timing is everything. Yes! And now it's time to get this party fired up! Shut the hell up, asshole. Alright. That night I visited the hospital room at the time Magnifying requested. Smell gunpowder hung in the room. My mentor had taken his final blow. I did not imagine my fellow student might have received the same instructions. Yet the deal with the dead is still a deal. That sweet kiss I gave to the clown. Then I informed the doctor and the police.
I don't know why he did that last part. He's already dead. Doesn't
Yeah,
really matter if
so-
he shot the clown or not.
So you were the one who reported the crime? Indeed, I would think. This fact alone would clear my name of suspicion. Fuck off, asshole. Let's not jump to any conclusions. Yes, the cross-examination generally comes before the conclusions in this court. But, if your testimony proves to be true, that the defendant, Zach Grabier, is guilty. And if it wasn't Zach Grabier,
But if it's a lie, you're the one. So it's like,
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And if it wasn't Zach Grabier, then the killer was you, Valid. And no disappearing act will get you out of that. You know, not freaking, what's his name? I was gonna say an older magician, not David Copperfield. I was gonna say someone else. But anyway, I couldn't remember. Anyway, let's see. Are we gonna press everything, or are we gonna try to guess immediately?
I don't know. You're the boss right now.
Alright, let's press the first statement. That's actually the usual shtick. Which, according to the letter, was 11:20 p.m. Indeed. In magic, timing is everything. No, timing is a completely different thing! Dude, shut up. Right. Consider the illusion of teleportation. If I were to appear on stage before my stunt double has left, how would that be? Why, it would reveal the very secrets of my magic. Now that you've revealed the very secrets of your magic for all of us, let's move on. Better to exact time, but what did you see? Alright. I mean, in the third case, it was kind of reveal one magic trick, so... I mean...
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that, exactly. Second, let's go and press. The second statement, I should say. So, you weren't worried for your own safety at all? I mean, you smelled gunpowder, yes? What if the shooter was still nearby? Oh!
Shit, I didn't tell you that.
I did not consider this, to be honest. It is forbidden for a magician to have a good imagination.
What do you
really?
mean? That doesn't make any sense, actually.
No. Isn't magic all about illusions and imagination? Yeah, that's true. How about this? You were the shooter, which is why you weren't afraid.
Shit.
Now you are the one imagining. It is forbidden for a lawyer to have a good imagination. Witness will refrain from pausing so suspiciously before responding. My forbidden imagination is starting to imagine things. That's actually pretty good. I love that. Okay, let's hold the third statement. That was actually pretty good for the judge.
That was pretty good.
Which brings us back to this reason neither of you could refuse. I mean, we watched The Godfather. What do you think? We love The Godfather movie.
Actually, I didn't watch The Godfather. What's that movie about? Besides the mafia.
Yeah. says mafia. Says every mafia. That's what you're supposed to say. Anyway, so it does. My partner, he did not refuse. But Magnum 5 wrote the same thing to you. Why could you refuse if Zack couldn't? Because I have a will of steel. You're not the steel samurai, shut up.
We're
gonna do this theme all day long.
Okay, now.
Okay. I also do this trick where I bend steel bars. So Frem steel isn't all that so strong. So which is it?
I'm very confused.
Mind if I continue?
No.
Yeah. Mind if I continue? No. I'm sure you have to. Yeah, deal with the beat is still dead. Okay, let's hold the fourth statement. There were 2 bullet holes at the scene. One in the victim and one in the clown. Yes? You're saying the one who shot the clown was you? No doubt my partner Zack has said much the same thing. Yeah, because whoever didn't shoot the clown committed murder. I better dig around here a bit more, see what I turn up. Mr. Valid, let me ask about something else concerning the crime scene. Ah, okay. Let's see, the bullet, the pistol, the location of the pistol, the number of pistols. Okay, number of pistols, Zack said it was 2, right?
Right.
Let's see, the bullet, the pistol, that's the... what's it called? The ballistics, right? What type of bullet was it? The location, we all know where they were. Do you think we should ask the number of pistols, just to make sure that it confirms what Zack said? You want that?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go, number of pistols. How many pistols were there when you entered the room? By which you mean what precisely? The 2 pistols were used in the Zack and Fallon quick draw shoot 'em, correct? That's the trick. 1 for each of you. You are well informed, yet only one of my old friends sat in the hospital room that night. Did Zack tell me back in the lobby? Yeah, we remember this. I know intention shooting my mentor. Sunk into his room tonight. Pointed. Yep. Found there upon his bedside table 2 pistols. Yeah, that's correct. Have 5 plus in my pocket. Alright. I see no problem with that statement. Only 1 pistol is visible in the photograph of the crime scene, after all. So you picked up that pistol and fired it? Indeed I did. A la Kazam, a la Kazing, a la Kaboom. Is number of pistols really so important?
I don't know if this is important, because it is true that that's the only number of pistols that were in the crime scene.
So you want to say not important for now?
Probably not.
Okay, not. Actually, let me ask about something else. Very well. The witness may continue with the testimony. What can I do but obey? Sure. Alright, now I see informed the doctor and the police. Okay, let's press that one. So you informed the police. What did you do then? What do you suppose I did? Use my magic to levitate my mentor's corpse, perhaps? I
Yeah.
don't know, that's why I'm asking. I don't know, that's why I'm asking. Please answer the question, skip the sarcasm. After I made my report, I called the doctor and we returned to the room. While we waited for the police to arrive, we discussed stomach medicine. Oh, stomach medicine? What? Oh! Wait a minute, is it the tumor that he had? Is that what I'm thinking? He had diabetes, right? Magnify. He had diabetes, remember?
Yeah.
Okay. He said stomach medicine, so I'm not thinking it's either about him or about Magnify. So, anyways, we've confirmed this with the doctor. It all checks out. He prized Mr. Valent's knowledge of stomach medicine, in fact. Oh, he
Why
knows
does he know?
everything.
Why does he know about stomach medicine? That's the question.
It is an honor I do not deserve, but I accept. Both the Magnify students received the same letter. Both admit to having gone to the hospital that night. Two both were fired, one of them killed Magnify. Can't find the cracks in his testimony. Something else was the fourth statement, but I think we gotta pick the right answer for that one. So number of pistols is definitely not important. Let's go back to that one. Let's hold that one again. Let's actually do this bit again. Alright, skip. Here we go. Alright, so we got the only choice we have left is the bullet or the location. The location, we know where it was. Hospital.
No, the location of the pistol, not the location.
Right, but the bullet doesn't sound... I'm trying to think if the bullet would be important.
Probably. No,
You want to try the bullet? You want to try the bullet?
Sure.
Alright, let's try the bullet. Alright, let's try the bullet. In order to shoot the pistol, you need a bullet. Where was the bullet? I entered the room and took the pistol in my hand. The bullet was already loaded, ready to fire at any time. A magician is always prepared, you see. Prepared for... One never knows when a miracle will be called for. A magician always has 7 doughs in his pocket and a white rabbit off each sleeve. Not even dealing with professionals here. This bullet that was low in the pistol really so important?
I don't think so.
No. Back to the thing. Let's go back. I like what he says. What can I do but obey? Come on. Alright, back to the fourth statement. Alright, now we go into the second option, which is a location.
Location.
The location of the pistol. I'll wait for you to... Alright, can I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Where exactly was the pistol when you entered the room? Atop a small bedside table it was. As if to say, here I am, take me into your hand, pull my trigger, shoot him. The victim clearly wanted to be shot. But why? Perhaps he wanted to go out with a bag? Yet we will never hear the truth from his lips, so all we can do is guess. Is the location of the pistol that important?
I guess not. Okay, so it's probably the number of pistols.
The number of pistols, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I was right the first time.
Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't seem like there's a contradiction in itself.
For now.
That's why I said no. But then a statement might actually reveal something, I don't know.
Let's try that, actually. Let's try. I already saved the game just in case. So don't worry about it. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Let's go back to the... What was it? The number of pistols, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, number of pistols. We don't need to read this again. Another one for each of you.
Quite
so we gotta save
important.
this... hold on. I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Okay, only one pistol's visible. Alakazam, alakazam. I like how he says alakazam, alakazam, alakaboom. That's so hilarious. Oh, you could have saved here. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, it's quite important. The number of pistols is quite important, Your Honor. Very well. Please add this detail to your testimony. What can I do but obey? Alright, here we go. Only one pistol was in the hospital room that night. With it, I shot the clown.
Now the question is, what's the fucking contradiction? Let's press that statement, I guess.
Yeah, let's press the statement first. So you took the only pistol there and fired it? That's correct. And that pistol was this one, which was left at the crime scene. Good shot. I see you too are a magician of sorts. And you're an idiot of sorts. Have any idea what you just said? I see the fire in your eyes as you glare at the fitness. How about heating up this trial a bit? There's no balance for me. I've got a hunch, but maybe that's all it is. Maybe we should ask about something else?
Okay. No need.
No need.
Well, now we have to figure out the contradiction in that statement, which I do not know what that is.
If it is this one, obviously. Fires one
No,
real
it's
bullet
definitely
barrel.
this one.
Let me have a look. Only one pistol was in the hospital room that night. With it, I shot the clown. But Zach said there are two. He said there was two pistols. Obviously, we
Right.
don't have a picture that proves that. Obviously.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Also, technically, that doesn't contradict the statement, because he said there was two pistols, but he took the one that he shot with.
Yeah.
So that doesn't actually contradict him either.
True. Let me have a look at the book thing. Just checking. If it's not this, we can always change it, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, stage pistol says... Oh, the stage pistol says no fingerprints found. Is that the one that's in the photo, by the way?
Could be.
Yeah, it's the same one, yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, let me... Pardon me. I'm still thinking the syringe will be important for later. I'm saying later, not now, obviously. Because this is about his problem with diabetes that Magnify had. Magnify had a tumor. And all that jazz. Loss of death, loss of blood from bullet wound, malignant tumor. Okay. It's 2 bullets, that's what's bothering me. Pardon me.
Oh, okay, I see what's the contradiction now.
Is it the pistol itself? No.
Actually, it might be.
Try that.
Here's the thing about the contradiction. Supposedly, there was only... He says that it was only one pistol, but there was 2 shots that were fired.
Exactly. Because if it was this pistol, there will have to be fingerprints for the second shot, obviously.
Why?
There would have to be fingerprints. There would have to be fingerprints.
No. Not necessarily.
Unless he was wearing gloves.
Yeah, that's the thing, they're wearing gloves.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them are wearing gloves, that's their outfits.
So... is it the pistol?
It's probably the pistol, because, like, again, he says that only one shot was fired. The contradiction is the fact that it was 2 shots that were fired.
Two and not
but
one.
One
yeah.
gun can only fire 1, so unless they reload it, which they probably didn't.
Which is not the case, because Zach said there's 2 pistols, not 1 pistol. Because I think both of them has 1 pistol each. Zach has 1, and Fallon has 1.
I guess I'll try to show
Pistol?
yeah, the pistol.
The stage pistol.
Yeah, okay, it is a stage pistol.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was thinking, it has to be the stage pistol. According to the defendant, Zach Gramier, when he entered the room... There we go, this is what we were thinking. There were 2 pistols on that table. 2! One of those pistols he used to shoot the clown in the forehead. Then he left with it in his pocket. Of course, this is what he would say. Unlike the hapless clown, we must assume our defendant has some brains in his head. Well, what about what Mr. Fallon has told us? You see, there's something about his testimony that doesn't make sense. What might that be? I told you, I took the pistol that was there and shot the clown. That's your story, at least. But the rifle remarks tell a very different story, Mr. Valent. Recall what Prosecutor Gavin told us. Think about the bullet taken from the victim's skull, the bullet fired from this gun. The rifle marks on the bullets for a perfect match. Ugh! Mr. Valent, if you fired this pistol, you shot the victim in the forehead. Order, order, order!
Oh, I guess
Well,
it's because
this
of
is-
the rifling marks, because that's the one that was left behind.
Yeah, the bullet had to be different.
Yeah, I didn't thought of.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, I didn't thought about that because the bullet that was found, it was from that pistol specific,
Yes, correct.
which means
It's the one Zack shot. That's
Right,
the
I
one
guess
Zack
that's
shot.
Yeah, no, the one that Jack shot was the one that shot the clown.
The clown, yeah. The one that shot the forehead is definitely Valent. Get the
Right,
other
because
other,
he
yeah.
took the original gun. The other gun.
Well, this is all rather, yeah. Well, this is all rather sudden. What have I done? Prosecutor Gavin? I ought to call an apology. Sorry. Sorry for what? You see, I was unaware that 2 of these unique pistols were crafted. The analysis of the rifling marks only proved the type of gun that fired them. Objection! But that's not what you told us before. You said you verified the murder weapon. Which is why I'm apologizing to you now. Quite sincerely, I might add. Would you hold me accountable for a mistake made in my youth? No. That was just this morning. I am still young. And I might add, it wasn't really my fault. If the defendant had only admitted he took one pistol from the scene of the crime, we would not be having this pleasant discussion now. Gramier? Yes, Your Honor? You were presented to this court as a decisive witness. You've proven to be more divisive than decisive. Very good.
The judge is on the roll today.
You'll see in time. Oh, he's pissed. The testimony so far has merely been a review of the facts. The proof comes next. Care to elaborate, Prosecutor Gavin? When Mr. Valent entered the hospital room, the victim had already been shot. That's next testimony for proof. Yeah, right. The fight's about to begin. Bring it. Very well. The witness will now testify to the court. Help us determine who shot what. Bloodley,
Shot who?
Houdini. Oh my god, now I just remember the magician joke I was going for. Houdini. He disappeared. Whoop. Anyway, I arrived at the hospital room at the appointed time, which is to say 11:20 p.m. After discovering the body, I fulfilled my obligation. Then called in the doctor. The doctor examined the body before the police arrived. He was quite clear about the time of death, 11:10 p.m. And the one in the room at the time was my partner, not me. Okay. No signs are very close, you have to admit. It's a 10-minute gap, it's not even close. If it was a minute, yes, that'd be close. You're talking about an alibi established over a matter of minutes. Use a 10-minute discrepancy as the basis of your alibi. It's easy to explain in this situation, Judge. For example, take our debut hit single, 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Cue to the song, press the play button, and it will play for 2 minutes 15 seconds. Do it 100 times, the result is the same. Your debut single was only 2 minutes and 50 seconds long? What a ripoff. Magic is a world of utmost precision. Hocus pocus requires admirable focus. And the time of death determined by the doctor there is an incontrovertible truth.
If it's only
Very
the
well.
double truth, why is that not in a autopsy report? The autopsy report only states that it's been in between 11 to 11:30. Then why does it say 11:10 to begin with?
Anyway, very well, the prosecution warns us that we're dealing with rather precise times. And we're going to spend the cross-examination to require the same level of precision. I would hope the defense refrains from its customarily broad sweeping accusations. Must be blood that focus this case so clearly demands. Point taken. Baseless remarks will result in a penalty. Carry on, Mr. Wright. Carry on. Right.
Time to do baseless remarks!
We can still press, right?
I think you can, you just can't ask further. In certain cases.
Okay, I arrived at the hospital. I'm gonna say it again just in case.
Yeah.
Alright, let's press the first statement. 11:20 p.m. Can you prove that's when you arrived? Alas, such a feat. Huh? Go ahead.
His time was supposed to be 11:15 letter.
Yes, that's
No,
correct.
it's 11:20, never mind.
Yeah. Alas, such a feat may be beyond even the Grand Valent. For there was no one in that room but magnified, and he was departed, after a fashion. I have yet defended Zack Gramier's sworn deposition. I snuck into his room that night at the appointed time. It was 10 minutes before I had left the room, and the victim was still alive. The time indicated by this letter to Zack was 11:05 p.m. Exactly. Which means the witness could not have entered that room before 11:15. Because his partner was still in the middle of his crime. I see someone did their arithmetic homework. You see, the defendant himself has corroborated with the witness's testimony. Don't make sense?
There's a contradiction, you know.
No? No, there's no problem on this one. There's no problem?
Yo, that's what I said.
Okay. I don't see any problem with that testimony. If you say so, let's continue, shall we? Sometimes the most magical thing of all is silence. No, it's not. It's the truth. It's silence. Let's press the second one. So we gotta be careful what to pick here.
Right.
Basically. You walk in on a murder and the first thing you do is shoot the clown? The disciple does what the disciple must. Mentor's request without reason had caused for me a surfeit of sorrow. For what would I valiant be now without him? May the soul magnify the great, find greater peace above. This I muttered to myself as I pulled that lonely trigger. In any case, I believe this is nothing more than what we have already done. I'm still waiting for one of those right moments, Herr Attorney. To remind you that baseless remorse will have penalties. Proceed with that in mind. Yes, Your Honor. What a pain this is turning out to be. Alright. Touch the stem of the body. Okay, let's press the third one. Did the doctor say anything concerning the cause of death? Why, yes. I believe he screamed, "My God, he's been shot in the head!" Doesn't take a doctor to notice that. I probably would have screamed the same thing. I would have been the requiem that arose my soul that or his sight. Never happened a good old-fashioned investigation. In any case, I believe this is nothing more than what we have already learned. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this one has nothing. Alright, so the first one has something, but the second and third don't have anything. He was quite clear about the time of death. Okay, this I gotta press. Because he said 11:10, that's 5 minutes after Zach, right? The Zach letter, 11:05. Okay. I don't think I'm stepping out on a limb to say I have some doubts about this. How could the doctor be so precise with the time? We do usually only get an estimated time of death. True. I'm not sure I've heard of a verified time of death. Magic prevails at making the complex appear simple, but reality is the opposite. What appears complex in this case is a simple matter of subtraction. I see another person's done their arithmetic homework. Okay. The point here is the IV the victim was taking. Yeah, the serum. It's quite visible in the photograph of the scene. Yep.
Okay.
Recall what we heard earlier about the victim magnifying Grammarier's schedule. Every night at 11, Magnify took an IV drip for 30 minutes. I can see the IV bag right there, yes. Now look a little closer. Follow the tube down from the bed to the end. Oh, it's not in his arm anymore. That's right. It's not in his arm. It was removed. I see it, yeah. Ah, the needle's been removed. Doubtlessly it fell out when he was shot. That would seem to be the case. When the needle comes out, the IV no longer drips. Ah, you can just measure the remaining IV liquid precisely. The IV liquid functions, for our purposes, as an hourglass of sorts. This is how the doctor determined the time of death. From the amount remaining in the bag, it was determined that the IV has stopped 10 minutes after administration began. Okay, at least we get the IV report now.
Hey there, Kanema, come how are you doing? You can put it out as RC4000, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Anyway, how you doing, dude? Anyways, and so it was when I, Valen, entered that room. 10 minutes have passed since that horrible crime was committed. And this is proof. Oh, Mr. Wright? Oh,
we got the topsuit, IV port.
but is it important enough, though? We still have the fifth statement to press, to be honest.
Let's see.
Do you want to say not important for now, and then we'll come back here if needed?
Sorry, I got distracted, so I'm not in the
do you want to say not important, and then we'll come back here later if needed?
Not important for now.
Yeah, there. I don't see any problem with that testimony. If you say so.
Okay.
Let's continue, shall we? I like the way you just said about your name.
Yeah, because the reason why that is the case is because when I created account, 3000 was already taken. That's why I'm 4000, but I'm trying to actually just make it 4000.
Yeah. Alright, so we gotta press the fifth statement. That's the last one.
Alright.
Alright.
Skip the text a bit.
Yeah, that's okay. You entered that hospital room at 11:20 p.m. The time given by the defendant, Zach Gramier, was 11:05 p.m. You didn't run into him at the hospital that night. That's why I never perform with amateurs, you see. Huh? Picture, if you will, the nighttime hospital. Outside only the pale light of the moon. If two dressers we were to meet in such circumstances, I say that would ruin the mood completely. They didn't like each other, didn't they? If I recall.
Sure.
The mood isn't in question here. I believe the witnesses say that didn't meet, yeah? But what is magic if not the studio beauty? Us meeting was not only out of the question, it was an impossibility. It's magic if not the study of how to make absolutely no sense at all. That said, was there a contradiction in there?
Sorry, we're just paying attention. Was there?
What, them meeting?
Probably not.
No, not a problem. I don't think there's anything with this.
Maybe the IV report. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think. The fourth statement. Yeah, the fourth statement. An alibi over a matter of minutes. Precise is right. Pressing with impunity will earn me a nice penalty too. Better focus on one thing. This time of that. Alright, let me actually read the IV. I gotta check. Alright.
Well, I incidentally clicked on the wrong thing. There's a contradiction!
Anyways, IV report says.
Hold on, we're advancing too quick. Hold on a second. God damn.
Okay, I'm reading the IV report. Let's see. 30 minutes required to administer full IV. From the amount remaining, IV stopped 10 minutes after administration began. So, okay, it's supposed to be at 11 that the IV was,
right.
inserted in his arm, right? That's how it goes. And then it says here, IV stopped 10 minutes after administration began. So at 11:20, the IV was removed.
No, 11:10. Pay attention, NS.
No. Read the IV report.
No, you read the IV report. 30 minutes required to administer the full IV report. For the amount remaining, the IV stopped 10 minutes after administration. That means it's been 10 minutes.
Okay, so it's 11:10. Okay, so he's correct on that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, so this one's correct. Okay, let's move on. The one in the room that time was my partner, not me. I mean, what do you think of it? If what he says is correct, then that is correct. But at the same time, the IV bit is bothering me, to be honest. The question is, did Zach remove, or was it Valen that removed?
It's supposedly it's when he got shot that the IV jumped off.
Okay, so it's not the clown one. So Zach couldn't do it. No, Zach couldn't do it. Valen had to do it. If it pretty much where
no, it's going. Whoever shot him that did it because because of the gun. Because the gun when he got shot is when that jumped. That's why they know where the time that was.
Right.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does that prove? The question is, where the hell do I have to press?
Because the fourth one, the question at the end was this important about the IV bit?
Oh, he does ask that, doesn't he?
He does ask, yeah. It's when you get the IV report, and so it was when I Valen entered that room. 10 minutes had passed since that horrible crime was committed. This is true.
So there's only like asking if there's a contradiction in the last two runs, right?
Three. Well, it's the first statement, the fourth statement, and the fifth statement.
Right, that's what I said.
Yeah. Basically.
In other words.
Yeah. The first one definitely not important. That's definitely not important. The fifth one of them meeting, I don't see that being important, honestly.
I also don't think.
So I'm assuming the fourth...
it's probably the fourth statement.
But we gotta press, and then we gotta go all the way forward to the part where...
gotta press.
Yeah, because we gotta skip out the text bit.
Here's the thing, I know exactly how the timing is, and honestly, if you think a bit, you can probably figure it out yourself.
Alright.
Let me just save here before we select that option.
Yeah, I think this one is important. Even if we get a penalty, it's fine. It's just one. Okay. Let's try. Very important.
Oh yeah, this is a
Well-
it's very important instead of it's a contradiction. I just realized. Okay. So I was distracted
well-
with what King Imo was
No,
talking
that's okay,
about.
that's okay.
I got distracted with what was going
That's
on.
okay, it's okay. Well, seeing how it is the biggest clue we have to the type of death, it's very important. Agreed. It would be hard to imagine a more precise way to determine the time. Behold the power of arithmetics. Thank you, Matt, or arithmetics, I should say. Very well. The witness will add this detail to his testimony. Sometimes the most magical thing of all is the truth. He says the same thing. The water of it's this one. The water of life springs not eternal. The remaining IV liquid proves my innocence. Does it? Does it?
The water of life springs is not eternal. Oh wait, you should be reading this.
I read it.
Did you? Sorry, I
The
was
water of life-
distracted.
Stop being distracted.
Allow me to be distracted one final time.
The water of life springs not eternal. Oh, that way he said it, man. The remaining IV liquid proves my innocence.
Yeah, let's
Does it
press
though?
that, I guess.
Let's press this first. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Did you notice the IV yourself by any chance? When first I entered that room, the stench of gunpowder assailed me. The next the mark of death upon my mentor's forehead. And then his left arm did I spy a rose drooping and wilted. It's torn the discarded IV needle. Knocked from the vein by the force of the shot. Luckily for you. If that IV had not been there you might be a suspect. Indubitably so.
Audibly.
Indubitably so. I must say it's thanks to my lucky color. Let me guess. Yellow. Your lucky color? Indeed. Today I wear it proudly on my suspect self. But always without fail brings me luck. Why when Zack and Val won their first Magicians Grand Prix, yes, the very one held by the Association of International Magicians. I was adorned in this attire then too. And our trophy? A bust. Ah, what a day that was.
Figure out something. I just remember about this.
Yeah. This is one trip down memory lane no one needs. A lucky call, yes indeed. And that IV too. I see it. I think it was used specially for me, Fallon. That does seem to be the case indeed. Oh well, Mr. Wright, any thoughts on this testimony? Alan sure looks happy with himself. Okay, how about this lucky color testimony?
What's your lucky color? Did he say what was the lucky color?
No, he never said it. I said as a joke yellow, because that looks like yellow to me. So, no, but that's not yellow.
Actually, I find
is
it
there-
funny you should say that, actually. I
there
remember what the contradiction.
Oh, so now you finally remembered.
I know.
Okay.
Actually, by the way, the joke is not incorrect. Why did you thought it was the color yellow?
Because it looks yellow to me. I mean, I might be wrong though.
I like how you went for that conclusion, even though the ivy looks green. But also, the reason why you think it's yellow is because he's wearing yellow.
So his favorite color is green.
No, his favorite color is yellow.
Okay, so it is. Okay. Yeah, the IV is green, isn't it?
Unless
Oh, yeah,
there's
it is.
another Grimier that we don't know about that wears green. So there's a
Zach.
contradiction.
Yeah, there's a contradiction. Okay. It certainly sounds like your lucky colors brought you plenty of luck. But not this time. Mr. Fallon, your lucky colors betrayed you. I'm afraid you've lost me. Your Honor, the witness's testimony just now clearly contradicts the evidence. What? Please recall my warning at the beginning of this cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Base accusations will be duly penalized. I'd hope this latest accusation is well-based. Don't worry, I've got all your bases right here. Very well, let's see the defense's claim. Where's your evidence that contradicts what Mr. Fallon has told us? The pitcher? Wait, the pitcher or the...
But do you see the color?
Green.
Alright, where is it?
Syringe?
No.
No, hold on, the syringe is the other thing. Never mind. It's the IV thing. Hold on.
No, it's not the IV thing. Pay attention to the
The
question.
IV
I asked.
report.
The IV report doesn't say anything about the color.
Okay, fine. Repeat the question. Jesus. I see green.
Okay, so assuming that what Mr. Valent's color, lucky color is yellow, because he's wearing yellow, and we know
Yes.
the IV. What color is the actual IV? That
Green.
green? Why is it green? What proves that it's green, rather?
The liquid itself.
I mean,
No,
yeah.
well, that's one. Yeah.
I mean the
that's
evidence.
One. Oh, and the evidence. Okay.
The evidence. What shows us that the IV is green? Because that's what we have to show, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Let me have a. There's one evidence here that shows that it's green. Well, that the thing is green. Pardon me. That's the correct word.
I mean, you already said it at the first, but then you just went for the IV report for some reason, even though the IV report does not support the color.
No, I know. Wait. I did. If I did say that, it probably was by accident. So. Well, it's not. Well, obviously. The syringe is for later. I keep thinking it's the syringe thing, but it's not. Let's see. It can't be the chart. That's a different thing. That's the tuber.
And that's what's the first thing you think when visualizing color?
Okay, I'm so confused now.
What do you mean? I'm not asking hard questions.
No, what are you trying to say here? Is it the liquid itself?
Okay, there's only one evidence that you can see the IV in. You know what the IV is, right?
Is it the syringe?
No, the syringe is empty.
I'm so sorry, but I'm really confused.
Okay, I'll just tell you. It's the crime.
I get it's the color.
It's the
but
crime
still.
scene photo. You can see the IV on the corner, upper right corner.
So we have to show the photo itself? Is
Yes.
that it?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. Okay. But, okay. The crime scene tells all, Your Honor. The photo of the crime scene? Oh, this sucker color has been yearning for black and white. If this was Goto, he'd say, what's green? Because he was colorblind, remember? What's green?
I mean,
don't know what
everything
green is.
was red.
For him, yeah. So that's why I say, what's green? Quick cut simplicity. Tell us there, White. Just where is the contradiction in this photo? My pleasure, and I assure you it's quite simple. But I can't promise anything in black and white.
It's a good thing we have color pictures now, huh?
Yeah. Let's see what Mr. Wright has to say. We have to picture the. We have to say the IV, don't we?
Oh, we don't.
The IV bag.
I mean, yeah, the IV bag.
Alright. Yeah. IV bag. By the way, the judge said this, and I forgot to say it was one in this photo contradicts the witness's testimony, and now it says, "Felon Grabier, let's get one thing straight about your lucky color. It's yellow, yes? Kinda takes the mystery out of it, but yes. Something wrong with yellow, Mr. Wright? The sun, it burns."
Okay.
That's one. Anyways, yes, there is. Decisively wrong, in fact. Take another look at the photo of the crime scene. What's this? Confusion? Now, tell us, what do your elderly eyes spy? Even my elderly eyes can see a problem here, Mr. Valid. Look at that IV bag. Ah,
Look at this bag!
what is this? A foul bad shit. Yeah, you have to say it like that. I have to say it like that. It will be hard to call the IV liquid yellow. It's not piss. I swear it's not piss. You would.
Thank God.
Oh God. Thank God it's not urine that it was busted in him. Anyway, I'm afraid no magic was involved in the taking of this photograph. Alakano!
Alakano!
I like how the rabbits just popped in there. I thought it was kind of cool. Order! I want order! What does this mean? This is some kind of mistake! Yes, Prosecutor Gavin, your witness's mistake. The greener they are, the harder they fall. I suppose there's no substitute for experience. Well, Grabier, as you reminded us several times, your lucky color is yellow, but the IV is clearly not. Well, this contradiction can mean only one thing. Objection!
Yeah.
And to think, you almost had me. I see your true colors now, Ace Attorney Phoenix, right? Something you'd like to tell us, Prosecutor Gavin? As far as the score can tell, the witness testimony does contradict the evidence. Yes, I contradiction. One that I shall be pleased to hand right back to Mr. Wright. How do you mean? How? Because the witness has made no mistakes. I agree. At a glance, the heavy liquid does appear sort of greenish yellow. And I assure you, the liquid itself is quite yellow. Yellow liquid? Is it urine? My god! How can you say that?
Can you say
Suppose I can tell from
have
this
you been putting piss in his veins all this time?
Good! Oh my goodness! As far as I can tell from this photo, it's green. Yeah, as for what color is the IV bag itself? Bag? I mean, the plastic bag on the hook? It looks like I want to say light blue? Precisely. Figure it out yet? Put a yellow liquid in a blue bag and... get green. This, incidentally, is the liquid's true color. It's piss! Oh no! I see.
It's always been pissed!
Your
It always has
explanation
been.
does- Yeah, no. Your explanation does have the ring of truth to it.
Objection!
But no.
As I thought, there's no substitute for experience, Prosecutor Gavin. What? Might tell a good tale, but you just prove of something rather grave. For you, that is. Grave? The liquid in the IV is yellow, yes. But how did this witness know that? Kind of natural when you think about it. You did think about it, didn't you? Your Honor, the defense requests an explanation from the witness. At the scene of the crime, the IV liquid appears to be green. So let me ask, how did the witness know the IV liquid was actually yellow? Oh my god!
Oh my god, he's cornered now!
Order! Mr. Wright, you will explain this at once. The witness clearly knew the color of the IV liquid, so I'm sure it means something, but what? I can think of only one possibility, Your Honor. The witness, Val Grabouillet, has testified that the IV liquid was yellow because... let's see, looked yellow. It looked like piss, yes. Something tells me it's the second answer, because
He's colorblind!
I think he's seen it before. I don't know why, but I have a feeling he did.
Why do you think that? I mean, I guess you say you don't know, but...
Either
Okay.
he's seen it before, or he already knew the color of the IV liquid. It's one of the two answers.
They kind of sound the same now that I'm looking at them. I think it's
Yeah, but there's a problem. There's a little difference, because when he's seen it before, that means he already... If he says he's seen it before, that means he already visited Magnify before.
That's a possibility.
Yeah,
But
he
that
knew
wouldn't...
the IV liquid's
But that,
color
that wouldn't help our case.
No, I know. Okay, he knew the IV liquid's color. Is that a possibility? That he already knew the color of the IV? It looked yellow. No, we discussed this. It looked yellow, but it's not. Shut up.
Not piss. It's probably the third one.
It's probably the third one. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again just in case. There we go. All right. He knew the IV liquid's color. Let's try this. From the facts before us, the answer is clear. Witness knew that the IV liquid was yellow. Why? Because he'd seen it before. But that is not the blue bag we see in the photo. He saw the liquid by itself in a clear, colorless bag. I suppose he would have had to, but I'm still not clear as to what all this means. Ask yourself, why would he know if he didn't work at a hospital? That's where you'll find your... the stomach medicine.
Why do you think it's a stomach medicine, NS?
That's where you find your meaning.
Why
I'm
would
not
you
gonna come
think
to
it's the stomach?
that. Anyways, let's keep going.
Okay.
I'm afraid I find nothing. So what if he knew the IV liquid's color? He's been getting excited over absolutely nothing to our PD popper fans, yeah?
Hiya?
Yeah, the IV liquid is the only evidence proving the type of death. A 30-minute hourglass with 20 minutes worth of sand remaining. Your claim, Prosecutor Gavin. I remember it well. However, there's a critical difference between an hourglass and an IV bag. Yeah, an hourglass, you can reset it every time you want. IV bag, no. It's just one, that's it. Wait, I know. An hourglass uses sand, but an IV bag uses liquid. Oh, that too, yeah. I'm right?
Good job, Your Honor.
As much as it pays me to say this, Your Honor, no. Oh! Unlike the sense through an hourglass, the IV liquid enters a patient's body. Yep. At which point, like magic, it disappears. However, what if the amount of IV liquid had increased? You couldn't tell, could you? After all, there's no way of knowing how much went in. Objection! Let me get this straight and right. You're saying the witness watered down the victim's IV bag? Nope. Not
Yes.
with water, but with IV liquid. That's how you knew the IV liquid was yellow. Now wait, I said wait! How might an amateur such as myself essay to perform such a task? Objection! I'm an
You're a
amateur
magician.
too, but Yeah, I'm an amateur too, but I can pour water into a cup, and then, you know, make a tea. I'm afraid there's quite a big difference between a cup and an IV bag. White. Can you prove our witness is capable of such a feat? He has a point, amateurs. I at least would have some difficulty pouring
Yeah,
IV liquid
amateurs! You're below me, literally speaking. He sits in his high chair.
You don't need to be an expert to see the look on the witness's face. You add a liquid to that IQ to IV, pardon me, IQ, oh my god, IV, to throw off the time of death.
Ah yes, he added IQ to the victim.
I tie up these fatty tales lacking evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, any sole evidence to bring us back down to earth? Found Grabaye. I'm afraid your magic will serve you well in the life of crime. I'd ask what you're strongly suggesting. Magic relies on props, and props become evidence. A witness was certainly able to increase the amount of IV liquid in the bag, and he had to do was work a little magic. And the prop was... Don't tell me it's the gun.
Yes, he put the IV in the gun
No,
and
I'm
shot
kidding.
him with it.
I'm kidding. It's
You
the
better
syringe,
be
isn't it?
joking.
It's the syringe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kidding, because gunpowder doesn't make that color. Jesus, I already knew. It's the syringe. I knew the syringe was coming up at some point. It's the syringe. It's the perfect prop for the magically increasing IV trick. And easy enough for an amateur to use. Objection! What kind of evidence is that? The syringe was clean. Not a trace of liquid in it.
Yeah, that's not...
That's what you
Okay.
think, you asshole. And don't you find that odd, Prosecutor Gavin? What? The victim had a syringe to administer his insulin shots. There should have been traces of insulin left inside. Oh, yes. Says in the autopsy report, if you think about it. Oh, yeah. Well, Valen Gramier, as you pointed out yourself, the IV liquid makes a perfect clock. A perfect clock, yeah. One that you could manipulate at will. Allah. Oh! He's been recorded again. Alright. I do believe, well, with this being his first, that the burden of this trial has been a bit too much to bear for Prosecutor Gavin. I'm afraid that, while there is a doubt as to the amount of IV liquid in the bag, the time of death cannot be proven. And that brings our trial to a close for today. Well, maybe I can squeeze an extra day out of this. I could do a little much-needed investigation work. I say there are no objections. Court is adjourned. Objection! Oh, for the love of God.
We don't get adjourns in this court.
Truly, there is no substitute for experience. Nothing blinds one to the truth so effectively. A word to the wise. Underestimate the young and they'll sweep your feet out from under you in a way you never ever expected. You see, I know exactly what you're thinking. What's he talking about? You say the witness used a syringe to manipulate the level of the IV liquid.
Yeah, that's
There's
what
no-
I said a few minutes ago, in fact. I don't know why you said like you knew what I was thinking when I already said it.
Yeah, I know, right? There's no proof he didn't do it either. Yeah, that's quite true. He's admitting it? Of us this witness quite as decisive as I'd hope. This I admit. After all, why linger in the past when the future holds so much? You have something in mind, Prosecutor Gavin? Proof, and Judge. I have another way to prove my case. With evidence. The diary? Oh, his diary! What's this? This is the victim, Magnified Gramier's diary. Diary? After going to the hospital, Magnified began writing his memoirs, it seems. The story of his birth, his startling debut, and of meeting his disciples. He intended for the last chapter to end, quite appropriately, with his death. Wait, that book doesn't say what the reason was, does it? reason why his disciples couldn't refuse his last request. Sadly, it does not. What's important here is on the last page. Apparently, the vendor wrote in his journal that night, even after the IVF began at 11 p.m. Let's read it, shall we? The 9/7 is in, maybe the last, I'll leave the rest in. The first should come soon. The journal may end here, or it may go on, but not long. That depends on his hand. All that is left to mine is to say with his pen. Okay, that's something like that. So this appeared to be written just before his death. I just noticed something. There's a page written off, ripped off. That's what I was trying to say.
You can also see that in the picture of the crime scene, actually.
Yes. The court accepts this into evidence. Now we get the diary.
Yeah.
Read the very last part with particular care. This journal may end here, or it might go on, but not long. That depends on his hand. Of course, by his, he refers to our defender Zach Gramaye. That would make sense, yes. He was the first scheduled visitor, after all. But look at what he said before that. This journal may end here, or it may go on. It may go on. What if Gramaye intended to write again? That is, if Zach Gramaye didn't pull the trigger. I see the defense understands the meaning of this. The fitness diary does not go on. It ends. Because Magnify's life was brought to an end by the defendant, Zach Gramaye. Order! 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 Prosecutor Gavin! Are you certain that Magnify Gramaye wrote this? There's no mistaking his handwriting. Well, this does seem to be significant. According to this, Magnify did intend to continue his diary. Yet, if his diary ended here, which plainly it did, one who pulled the trigger was the first visitor, Zach Gramaye. Well, how do you like me now, right? Still too green for your taste? He's right about the diary being pretty clear, though I find it hard to believe that he'd overlook such an obvious problem with his precious evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, witness testimony we heard was lacking, but put together with this evidence, it seems quite sufficient for a case. If the diary is accepted like this, the trial's over. It's time for me to show them something.
Yeah?
Now let me think, do we show evidence?
I mean, yeah?
Alright, let's do it.
Or we could say, no need, I'm done. Leaves the courtroom.
Game over, bye. I'm left with no choice but to show my own evidence. What? You have some evidence that overturns his diary? It's not too late to rethink this and avoid more embarrassment. Very well, please show us your evidence, Mr. Wright. Incidentally, don't even think of showing us this diary I've just shown. Oh, of course, I'm not stupid. Shut up. Not doing that. Now that we got this far, I hope you have something a little more decisive. Show us evidence that proves the victim continued writing his diary. Alright, I'd be happy to. It's the note, isn't it?
Yep.
The notebook page. That's the one, right?
Yep.
This is the one that was ripped off.
Yep.
Of course. I was thinking it was the notebook page. First, take a close look at this diary. Okay?
Don't show me this book, shows the book.
Note that a page has clearly been ripped out. What's this? I didn't notice that at all. How do you not notice that? It's right there. That's why we're still here talking about this. And it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Like I don't believe it! Stop saying that. Looking at this page, it's hard to imagine that the first visitor that night shot Magnify Gramaye. That's the defense's position. Wait, let me see that. I'm just gonna read it.
It says here that Phoenix Wright is a big poo-poo head. It's a
Hey,
trap.
who said that? Hey, who said that? Anyway, what is Sam Hill? Wait, this is a continuation of the victim's diary.
Sam Hill.
No, that's a way of them saying what in damn tarnation is this? That's
What
another
in
way of saying it.
tarnation? I am now sorting.
Also, Sam Hill, remember the Sonic Adventure 2 Dark Story of a dub? Didn't Eggman said, "What is Sam Hill? What in Sam Hill is this?" So it's the same thing,
Yes.
except it's more it's the more less provocative way. Note the tornish of the page. Pardon me. It's a perfect match with the torn remains of the last page of Magnify's diary. Quite remarkable. Would you care to explain what all this means, Herr Attorney? The diary continued after his first visitor came, which means that the victim was still alive after Zach Rabelais left, leaving no one to take his life but the second visitor. Well, and Rabelais. No! No!
No! Wait, I'm not doing that voice yet.
The handwriting too matches that on the other pages. This is, without doubt, the genuine article.
Is this the general article? Yeah,
but wait, this is not impossible. That old man couldn't have written that.
Objection!
Yeah.
Finally, you just couldn't resist, could you, Herr Wright? Resist what? Presenting solid evidence? Herr Judge. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin? Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness. But Prosecutor Gavin, this evidence overturns the current witness. I ask only to put it on hold. Please, my new witness has a very, very important piece of testimony to give. 5 minutes, no more. I promise, Your Honor. Well, if you put it that way. Mr. Wright, what's your take on this? Well, Your Honor, judging from his enthusiasm, I'll have to hear this new testimony sooner or later anyway. So it might as well be sooner. Then, though this is highly irregular, we'll put the current cross-examination on hold. The witness may step down. Now, Prosecutor Gavin, please bring this surprise witness to the courtroom. How do we... I had a bad feeling just then. That ripped out page was too obvious. Must have known. And I should have known it was a bad sign all around. What? On trial with no audience is a first, even for me, Prosecutor Gavin. I bet the court's understanding. What?
Yeah?
Okay, but I had to make a judiciary deal with the witness to secure his testimony. A judiciary deal? The details of his testimony may have some legal ramifications, shall we say. I thought it best to contain the information to this room. Very well, and you are the witness, I gather.
Ah. Yes, sir.
State your name and occupation for the record.
Name is Isham. I'm a painter.
A painter? You are somehow related to this case?
No, well, not per se.
I have one simple question for this witness. Mr. Isham, was it? Do you know what this is?
Oh, yeah. I know it well.
How's that possible? Have you seen this diary page somewhere before?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I made it.
You... What? You made it?
Yes, I call it my works.
So he forged the rest of it. Oh my god.
And we just show forged evidence.
Yeah. The prosecutor's office received a tip-off yesterday. Illegal evidence has been prepared for the trial of Zach Gramaye. Illegal evidence? I initiated investigation and found this witness. A painter to the world at large. Drew Misham has another side, you might say. He is skilled in making perfect reproductions of certain things. Forgeries, in other words. Forgeries? Well, so we are to understand that this page here is a fake, prepared by a certain defense attorney.
Objection!
Hold it! I did prepare this evidence!
Objection!
Ah, the attorney speaks. Something about this page, I presume. But what does he say? It makes no sense. After all, it was you who presented this evidence to us, Phoenix Wright. Witness! Mr. Bishop, was it? Who requested this forgery? Who was your client?
That... I don't...
What?
Most of my clients prefer to remain anonymous.
Makes sense.
They make the items they want. receive my pain. That's the extent of my contact with you.
Objection!
Sounds like a horrible idea, I'll be honest with you.
But there's no proof this is a fake.
Fake.
Huh?
To avoid just this sort of problem, I always put a special mark on my words. And I can say without a doubt, this is mine.
So this is how Phoenix Wright got out of law because of this. Oh no. Mr. Wright, you just presented illegal evidence to this court. My court.
And then you had someone else do it! For no reason!
It was careless.
Good thing
It
no
wa-
one would find out about that now, Apollo!
It was careless of me. That's all I can say. Oh boy. Here. This? I don't know, just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit. Oh, so Misha told Trucy to give this to Phoenix Wright.
Not
Oh,
exactly. She only states that someone did it. It doesn't need to be Misham.
Right. They said it was really important. It was all a trap. A fatal trap. Mr. Wright? Yes. Do you have an explanation for yourself? If I did, would the court hear it? Probably not. Forging
Why
evidence
did you ask?
Forging evidence is a serious crime. Presenting it in court a serious mistake. A fatal mistake for an attorney. Fatal too, perhaps, for your client, I fear. Tell me, what kind of defendant relies on forged evidence? The answer's quite clear. A guilty one.
Objection!
That's a cliche as shit. Anyways,
Yeah. You're underweight. I understand that presenting forged evidence in court is a serious crime. You cannot hold my client responsible for actions I undertook as an individual. I am sorry, Mr. Wright. Your Honor? Another close call, I dare say. The prosecutor's office had received that hot tip. Everything would have gone the way you wanted to, yeah? I even gave you a chance. Too bad you decided not to say before embarrassing yourself. I see no need for further discussion on this matter. Special witness dismissed.
Mr. Attorney,
Yes?
could I ask your name?
Phoenix Wright.
Mr. Wright. I've seen and studied many people. Unlike you, I'll remember you.
I like how his hair is a brush. I just realized that. It's a brush, basically. Though I deeply regret having to declare verdict in this way, this trial is over. You have the right to find a new attorney and make an appeal. However, this court must... That's Zach.
Oh, that's me.
No,
I
Zach.
forgot. I've been he's just the one voice.
Go ahead,
Ah,
Zach.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Zach?
There's one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. It is impossible.
I'm afraid the defendant is quite mistaken. I most certainly have the authority to declare a verdict on you.
Except, tell me, how do you plan announcing your verdict where the defendant does not exist?
Doesn't exist? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this!
Oh, he disappeared. Mr. Nigbar! The defendant escaped! Find him! Quick! Bailiff! Close all exits from the building! On the double! He must not be allowed to escape! Oh, this is Phoenix, I think?
Huh?
Yeah. That day in that courtroom, a miracle occurred. The defendant, Shabby Nigmar, aka Zach Rabaye, did not just escape from home. He literally, unbelievably, vanished. Right before the bailiff's eyes. No one ever saw him again. Not since that day. This is the Gramaye miracle. Oh, that's him. It is you. This is Gramaye miracle. Ha 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 ha. No verdict was declared. Nope. After all, the defendant didn't exist. That's how it happened. The trial of magician Zach Gramaye vanished along with him for all eternity. The mysteries that remain behind were all solved, however, but not until 7 years later. Oh, this is gonna be the continuation. Okay, I think we're gonna be done here. We'll
Yep.
continue next time. The continuation, the present time. So now we know the past of all this.
Or is it all from the past that we're getting?
Oh, the Mason system. Oh, I forgot about this, honestly.
The
Completely
Mason
forgot the Mason
system! The Mason system!
Mason!
Yeah, there's 2 times. The Mason system inside the Mason system. We'll find out what the Mason system really is next time, which will be in a while, because 5-Day Gamers is next week, so I'm not streaming next week.
Yeah.
No, well, not here. On 5-Day Gamers, I'll be playing Spider-Man Miles Morales. Anyways, with that in mind, I'll see you guys tomorrow for finally .xu. I don't know. Fuck, I keep playing that game. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye!